Warning, despite the following podcast covering kid-friendly media, it is intended for an older audience. It contains material that is unsuitable for younger viewers and listeners. Viewer discretion is advised.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Welcome to the Third Eye Yapcast. Hey everybody, welcome to the very first episode of the Third Eye Yapcast, a podcast where we talk about, well, just random shit really. We just yap about it, mainly focused on like animation, games, movies, TV shows, just anywhere the conversation will lead us really. But yes, this is our very first episode, and joining me today is my girlfriend who just did a very lovely burp just there.
Hello.
Would you like to introduce yourself, my precious girlfriend?
My name is Katie. My name's Jeff. Hi.
What do you do, Katie? What are you into?
Crocheting. Crocheting and doom scrolling. Not much else, really.
I thought you liked long walks on the beach.
Oh, and long walks on the beach.
Anyway, today we are going to be eating Pringles and prawn crackers during the first episode of this podcast. No, I know, it probably doesn't sound professional, but we're just like letting it be as natural as we can. So, but yeah, today we've got a bunch of topics to talk about, as well as some questions to answer. After I asked on my Instagram and YouTube, and we'll just let the conversation go from there. So, our first topic today is the Nintendo Switch 2. Hey, editing Arran from the future here. So, something I should point out is that this podcast was recorded all the way back on the 8th of April. So this podcast is like literally a month late. So a lot of the topics are going to be like relevant to what was going on that month, and like so stuff like when I say the Switch 2 Direct happened last Wednesday, I meant like last Wednesday when it was recorded. Maybe I shouldn't use terminology like that in future, like if it's, but now that I finally got all the assets done for this podcast, I'm hoping to upload more episodes at a more relevant and frequent pace. So anyway, yeah, just thought I'd come in to just point that out. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy our first episode of the podcast. We do aim, like I said earlier, we do aim to make more episodes in the future. So yeah, get yourself cozy and enjoy the rest of the show. So as you probably know, Nintendo have just had a massive direct last Wednesday. Sorry, that was the cats. If the microphone could pick up that sound, that was the cats scratching through a door. They have a habit, particularly Sugar, who likes to like crawl on top of the desktop. So we've left them in the bedroom/bathroom and shut the living room door just so that they don't accidentally delete any audio recordings or anything like that.
Again, it's a bathroom that's separate.
Yeah, it's
every time you say bathroom/bedroom.
Well, because like it's there's only 3 rooms in this small flat. Oh yeah, there's also the kitchen. Oh yeah, 4. I thought there was a hidden 5th one for a sec there.
That might be the cuts. I left them on the other side.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. They like to go hunting in courts anyway. Thank you.
They do.
So yeah.
But
wait, listen to this.
Oh, that sprinkled right in my face.
And
I liked it.
A nice cold kind of
Peppy. It's Pepsi Max.
I thought it was cherry.
Nope.
Lovely jubbly. Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, so yeah, Nintendo unveiled a Nintendo Direct last Wednesday. We're recording this on Tuesday the 5th.
8th?
No, Tuesday the 8th of April. And where they just showed off... They announced a release date for the Switch 2, showed off some of the cool features, as well as a bunch of games coming out for the console. Like, they showed off the new Mario Kart, a new 3D platforming Donkey Kong game that I'm really excited for. However, they've been under quite a bit of controversy due to, well,
Pricing?
yeah, like, because the console's the console's reasonably priced for now. They did delay the pre-orders so Nintendo can reevaluate after the tariffs, but the games are like ridiculously overpriced, like 75 quid, which translates to 90 American dollars, for a physical version of Mario Kart World, which is fucking ludicrous for a game. And what's even worse is that the physical copies of games, like on the cartridges, the game cards, they no longer hold the full game anymore. It's simply just a key to download the full game. So you're basically paying, like, because it's like cheaper to get them digitally on the store. So you're basically paying like an extra 10 quid just for a glorified digital code, which is really scummy. And you know, I think stuff like that's going to be bad for video game preservation in the future if you can't, like, download the game once the stores shut down or whatever, which Nintendo does do after, like, less than 10 years after the console was launched. Roughly around there. But, yeah, what do you think?
I don't really play video games.
You can kick my ass in Tekken, though.
Yeah, I don't really play video games. I don't really buy many of them, but I will say, like, it is, I don't know, like, it just does feel like it is more expensive when, like, it probably shouldn't be, or it should be a better deal for the games, if that makes sense. Like, especially because a lot of people will be buying it so they have the new console, but then they won't have any games to play on it because the games are so expensive as it is.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, because when the Switch 1 came out, like, it was quite reasonably priced back then, but then again, it just felt like Nintendo, they probably kept it cheap to win their audience back after the Wii U was a failure. Like, loads of people predicted that the Switch 2 is going to be the next Wii U, because they've noticed a pattern with Nintendo consoles where they'll go from a failed console to a successful console.
And then back to a failed one.
Like, the GameCube was a financially failed. Like, you know, the GameCube was a failure, then the Wii was a massive success, the Wii U was an even worse failure than the GameCube, and the Switch then became Nintendo's best-selling console, well, home console of all time.
So it's like the second sort of gen of stuff. Like, Wii U was like after the Wii, and then this is obviously after Nintendo Switch. So
then again, Switch 2 pre-orders have been selling out in the UK. They haven't opened them wide in the US, but in the UK, some retailers have already opened, and they've, like, been selling out very quickly. And despite me bitching about the console, I did manage to swipe a pre-order from Smith's Toys yesterday. Well, mainly because, like, I can save up for it, like, because a lot of the places that I almost got pre-orders from, you had to pay up front, but Smith's, you just pay on the day. So, but...
And there's also the option where, like, if you change your mind, you can, like, cancel the pre-order and you've not paid anything, so it's not like you're losing anything from it, which I think is good as well.
Yeah, because, like, I've kind of been, like, flipping my mindset on the Switch too. Like, I can't defend Nintendo for, like, setting up the prices for the games and stuff. I do want to play the games, though, which is why I'm getting the console, and I know there's going to be more games I want to play on it. Like, you know, like...
The Donkey Kong one.
Yeah, and whenever the next Smash Brothers will come out as well. I mean... It probably won't happen for a while, the new Smash Brothers, seeing as Sakurai is working on that new Kirby Air Rider game. That looks amazing so far, but, like... then again, I don't really think we need Sakurai's help for Smash Bros. At this point. I think I'd be happy with just like a Switch 2 upgraded version of Smash Ultimate, well, depending on how much the upgrades cost. Like, if you're just getting the upgrades when you already own the game. Like, they still haven't revealed the prices for those yet. But it is, but you can pre-order like Switch 2 upgrade physical versions of the game. So if you don't already own the game, right, if you don't already own the game, you can buy like the Switch 2 upgrade for the get-go, but they're like still just as expensive as the other Switch games. Like I think Breath of the Wild is like 70 quid. I can't remember the exact price, but it's like 70 quid to pre-order the Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild if you're getting a new physical version of it instead of the upgrading it digitally, which is crazy considering that Breath of the Wild 1 is like an over 8-year-old game. Yeah,
I only remember that fact because we was on about it the other night.
Yeah, I do tend to yap about Nintendo to my girlfriend to her dismay.
Yes. I'm that much of a gamer. I have 2 copies of The Sims 3.
You like Crazy Taxi though?
Yeah, I do.
I love Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it so much I got it wrong.
Hey, come over and have some fun in Fake Taxi.
Are you ready, kids? No!
Have you ever heard of Fake Taxi?
Yeah.
Oh no,
No,
that makes it worse.
No. I meant it like he sounds like the. Aye, kids, I can hear you.
So the SpongeBob thing.
Yeah. But I didn't realise you said Fake Taxi until I was like about to say kids and I was like, no. Alright, is that covered?
Yeah, I don't really have much else to say other than, like, I managed to pre-order a Switch 2, but
We'll see how it goes.
See how I feel at the end. But
Meant to be for the 5th of June.
Yeah, coming out 5th of June. That is if they will have one for me available on the 5th of June, though, because, like they already sold out Smiths before then, and I got an email from them at, like, 3:50 p.m. or something saying that more additional stock is going to come in for pre-order at, like, 4 p.m, so I just thought, fuck it, why not? Like, I gave up on getting a Switch 2 at that point, especially with, like, some of the shitty decisions Nintendo have been making, and then turned into a shill when I thought, I just casually got it, because I knew I was going to get one eventually, might as well get one now. Although, should I have waited for a price drop? I don't know. But the problem is, though, Nintendo very rarely do price drops for their games. Like, yeah, they famously did it for the 3DS. Like, they dropped it from, like, $250 in America to, like, $170, but then Nintendo was a very different company back then, you know, like,
Directors.
Yeah, Iwata and Reggie, like, you know, there's a reason you don't see memes of, like, the current, like, executives at Nintendo, like, you know, it's just, well, it's not just the decision making, I think it's because they put themselves in a lot of their directs and stuff, and it was iconic, like, when Reggie decided to do a training montage for or, like, pretended to be a robot that's being controlled by someone to get access. It was crazy. My body is ready. That was one of Reggie's catchphrases. My body is ready.
Oh, I thought you meant for a prawn cracker. I was like, we'll eat it then.
No, I can't remember where it was from. It was when they announced the Wii balance board at E3. Reggie just goes onto the stage and goes, "My body's ready."
What, to be on the balance board?
Yeah.
No, I will say, maybe the whole one of the main reasons I don't like video games or anything like that is because of the Wii Fit balance board. When it used to weigh you and you go, measuring. That's not a conventional
video game though.
I know, but it was, because I used to make everyone in my family stand outside the room whilst it measured me.
Oh,
and then it'd be like, boom, boom, boom.
Nah, to be fair, Nintendo did get into a bit of controversy over that, like, where there were news reports and articles of, like, acrobatic kids getting told they were overweight by Wii Fit, you know, realizing that the and I think they did say, I can't remember if they actually did they say obese in the game.
I think so.
Oh god, I think I got overweight, but then again, I was a pretty chubby kid. I was chunky. You know who else is chunky?
The cats.
No.
Oh.
Jack Black in the Minecraft movie, which we saw today. That was a smooth transition, wasn't it? Yeah.
What's this junk?
An ender pearl. Teleports you to wherever you throw it.
Yeah, right.
A Minecraft movie. Here's April 4th.
Yeah. We did see it today.
Yeah, we saw it with Katie's little brother, who's 8, turning 9. We did it as a little birthday celebration with some bowling. He seemed to enjoy it, though.
Yeah. He really liked it. He laughed at stuff that probably you shouldn't laugh at. No. It was one of them where the film itself was okay. Like,
It was shit.
I guess for kids it was fine.
You said it was shit in front of your mum.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You don't have to worry about being negative on... You're just sharing your personal opinions, babe. It's better to go raw, be honest.
Well, I don't like Minecraft anyway. It's too blocky for me. And I know... I know that's the whole point of Minecraft, for it to be squares. But it just does not make sense. Like,
What are your thoughts on SpongeBob?
Too blocky. Too watery.
What are your thoughts on Lego?
Too blocky.
What are your thoughts on sugar cubes?
Too blocky.
What are your thoughts on...
Blocks, too blocky.
What are your thoughts on your head?
Too blocky. But, you're telling me you're going to build a house and it's just going to be a block. Like, oh, here's an arch I made. No, you haven't. It's a block. It's squares. It irritates me.
To be fair,
I want it to be shaped.
People have made some really cool shit on Minecraft. Like, I think there's like one guy who famously built the entirety of New York City in Minecraft.
But blocky New York, block York.
I think like people just like creating and building stuff with blocks. You know, that's why Lego is so popular.
New block.
And you know, Minecraft is the best-selling video game of all time.
Yeah.
The film was shit though.
It was very butt orientated for.
Oh yeah,
Jason Momoa.
Right. By the way, just to intervene, if you haven't seen the Minecraft movie yet and you're planning to, and you want to avoid spoilers, skip to 23:25.
Buff, clench, Jack Black, touch, bum, 69.
Yeah, there was a lot of sexual tension between Jack Black, Steve, and who the fuck was Jason Momoa's character called again?
Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Gilroy. No, I don't know.
No, I think maybe it was Gilroy.
No, it wasn't.
It's Gaga. I'm just gonna call him Gaga. I'm gonna call him Greg. Greg. Yeah, like there was one part where he was like threatening to like sit on him and clench his butt cheeks together, and then at one point where they're flying with the wings that are basically Steve's up special in Smash Brothers, like he then they 69 each other. Jack grabs his ass. Like there was a lot of sexual tension between them.
And what did Eddie say now? Eddie turned to me and said something about, what was it, like, I bet he calls him daddy or something. Or something along those lines, wasn't it?
Oh god, yeah.
Like, I don't think he meant it in that way. It was something weird. But he mentioned the word daddy, and it was like, me and Arran were already laughing at it being a bit sexual in our minds. And then Eddie just kind of popped up with that. And I thought, oh no, what's happening here?
It's like, I feel like maybe it was Jack Black and Jason Momoa having a bro moment, like, you know, being like, it's not gay when you do this, kind of jock bros, even though Jack Black's not a jock. I don't know.
It's not gay if we're in a film. No, actually.
I ship it, though. I ship it.
To link Minecraft into crochet, no, honestly, insert picture here, future Arran. They wore crochet cardigans.
Oh, yeah, they actually look kind of sick. Who crocheted them?
This woman, my mum's got one like that. My mum made one like that. What I'm saying is,
did they wear it because it looks blocky?
No, they just wear them all the time.
Oh,
well, Jason Momoa does. See? That's not Jason Momoa.
That's Tasha Marie.
Anyway, so yeah, he paid someone, asked Jack his favourite colours, and he got them made into hex cardigans.
Oh, cute.
So that ties in there. See?
But yeah, like, to be fair though, like, I just thought, like, it was an entertaining watch, to be fair, but kind of on a so bad it's good kind of level. Like, I'd say if you want to watch it, get high, get drunk. Like, then again, I like Minecraft, but I'm not like a big Minecraft aficionado or anything, so I don't know how Minecraft fans feel about the movie, but
I actually liked it.
I mean, I was thinking of like adult Minecraft fans. I'm sure kids will love it though, to be fair.
Yeah,
and if it,
sorry, it was very much a kid film type thing.
But it's weird though, because like a lot of people who grew up playing Minecraft, like back when it was like really popular in the early 2010s, will have aged. So I imagine like they want to like have some stuff in the film that appeals to them as well.
Yeah, maybe.
But like, I don't know. I think my main issue with the film was the pacing. Like, it was, everything just flew by way too fast, I think. Like, and, you know, in the end as well, like, I think, like, a lot of the characters are not that interesting. Like, they kind of delve into the theme of, like, being repressed, like, creativity. Like, the kid, like, he's, like, gets repressed for trying to be creative, and that's kind of the whole point of Minecraft, is using your creativity to survive or just build stuff. So... But they don't really flesh it out that well. Like, and you know, Jason Momoa's character was kind of an arsehole. Like, I know he was meant to be an arsehole, but like, I don't really buy it when he has like a sudden change of heart at the end. Like, in fact, the whole ending felt rushed. Like, I don't buy it that they're all suddenly besties and stuff. Like at the end of the film, like, you know what I mean? It just came off as a bit cringe. Like, you know, I know Minecraft has a reputation for being cringe, or at least back in the 2010s. I mean, I don't see it anymore. Like, I think like that stigma's kind of died out, which, to be fair, is justified, because Minecraft is like a genuinely like fun and entertaining game. Like, I don't play it a lot, but I certainly see the appeal. But it's like, yeah, like I just remember like creasing in my seat like near the end of the film.
I will say though, again back to crocheting, Minecraft is one of the most easiest things that you can crochet, because it is all just blocks.
It's pixel art.
Yeah, exactly. And my mum, she made Eddie a Minecraft blanket. Her first ever crochet project was that.
Project.
So yeah, Minecraft was a thing.
That was a movie.
It was a movie.
I think like the visuals didn't turn out to be as uncanny as I thought, like, from the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, it was still weird seeing all, like, these hyper-realistic, like, depictions of Minecraft. Like, it kind of reminded me of Detective Pikachu a little bit.
Never watched that. I know what you mean. I've never watched it, though.
Have you seen, like, trailers and stuff for it, where it's, like,
yeah.
hyper-realistic Pokemon?
Yeah. That's that.
Yeah, Minecraft movie. That was a film. But yeah, seeing as this is an animation podcast, we spent some time talking about a live action movie. But me and Kate, I do show Katie a lot of animated shows. Like, we've just finished watching both Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra recently.
100 years passed and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world.
What do you think, Katie?
I liked it. I do prefer Avatar over Korra, because
That's a very popular opinion, to be fair. That's like the general consensus.
Yeah. I feel like Korra was more like, I'd open my mouth more to be like, oh, but like I never really got invested in her. Whereas with Avatar,
With Aang.
Yeah, it was more like, he's just a baby, you know? He's just a little baby, 100-year-old baby.
Yeah, I was like looking at stuff online, and people do seem to find Korra like really whiny and stuff.
I think I read online that people were saying either she's too harsh or not harsh enough, or like too, what was the word now they said? It was like she was too much of a pushover or whatever, and then it just was like very flippant from episode to episode. Like she never really stuck with one sort of way of doing stuff, if that makes sense.
Korra bipolar confirmed.
Oh sure. Speaking of bi, Arran said her and Asami would kiss at the end, and they never did.
No,
that was the whole reason I watched till the end. No, I'm joking.
I mean, I thought they kissed because, like, I knew, like, it was a well-known fact that Korra's bisexual and she gets together with Asami at the end, but
to
I
go into a spirit world. Spoiler. Sorry,
we should probably give us more spoiler warnings for these, but to be fair, it's a show that ended, like, over 10 years ago, so I don't know.
Yeah, if you've not watched it now, Paramount.
Yeah, it's on Prime. It used to be on Netflix, but they got rid of it. But you can still watch the Last Airbender on Netflix.
Yeah.
But like the complaints about Korra, I wonder if they complain about her because they're comparing her to Aang, like because like the Last Airbender is a beloved show, so obviously when a sequel series comes out like a few years after, there's going to be people like comparing it to the original series. Like you find that kind of consensus with a lot of sequels.
We did that with H2O Just Add Water. We watched H2O Just Add Water, and it was really good.
I love that show.
I mean, yeah, it is outdated and it is a bit cheesy, but it's cheesy and lovely.
Yeah,
and then
it just feels cozy. Like I love the Fruta Guerrero kind of vibes of the show, but like, you know, and it takes you back to a simpler time where like, you know, the biggest issues in life were just like petty high school drama, like between a group of friends and stuff, and mermaid drama.
Yeah, and like, oh no, clear condensation. But then
that was not an Australian accent. Cleo, no, the condensation.
Neither was that. And then there was like loads of different. There's two different bits afterwards. There's like Mecca Island mermaids or mermaids of Mecca Island or whatever, which is where H2O is based off. Well, no, H2O is based in Australia, and there's a place called Mecca Island where they go, and that's where they get the magical powers. Again, spoiler alert, but again, this came out like donkeys years ago, so if you haven't watched it, your fault. You should have watched it back then.
You can watch the full series on YouTube for free if you're interested.
But that's where they based this second sort of like series about, and we watched the first episode of it and literally would rather have stuck pins in our eyes. It was that boring. And I don't know if we were comparing it to the first.
I mean, pins in our eyes is a bit of exaggeration.
No, I don't think so, because I actually would. Like, it was painful. Like, it just, and for some reason it was just like long-winded for not a lot happening.
What I think I found the show confusing in its like, you know, is it like a sequel? Is it a reboot? Because it's the same location, but then there's like more mermaids.
There's like mermaids mixed in with humans, but obviously like.
Because we see mermaid in H2O, humans got transformed into mermaids, but now there's like mermaids that already existed. Like it was like confusing on how it ties to the original series other than the location.
And then there's also a cartoon mermaid thing, but we never watched that.
Yeah, I saw that, but
I
never
think it's
seen
a
it.
kids one.
I mean, H2O is a kids show still. Are you talking like young kids?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, all in all, that H2O was good, and now we're just finishing up Adolescence. We're halfway through the third episode. Aaron's already watched it, but
yeah, because nobody would shut up about it. The premise sounded interesting, so I just thought I kind of just wanted to watch it. To be fair, I was drunk, so I just felt like just watching it on the spot and just watching it with you later.
But yeah, so I'm halfway through the third episode. I started watching it last night, but I got a bit tired, so I stopped watching it.
Are you getting bored of the series?
No, I was just tired. So yeah, because the first episode we did watch, I think I was tired then as well, so I fell asleep 20 minutes before the ending, so then I had to rewatch the ending. Not because I get bored of stuff, just I get tired.
To be fair, it's a heavy show, like, you know, but I think it's an important show to watch because, like, well, I think, like, it's, like, showing, like, the impact of, like, you know, this sort of toxic masculinity that figures like Andrew Tate are trying to spread online, like, the growing incel culture, and how it can influence, like, violent crimes and literal murders against women because of it. And yeah, I think, like, it's great that shows, and it was also really impressive the way they made it as well.
Yeah, it was all in one take. And there were a lot of times where, well, I'd read online, so there's a particular scene where the camera goes through a window, and everyone online was like, well, if it was done in one take, how can that be? And they literally just said they removed the glass from the window, and then the camera, like, went through that way. So obviously, if they are going to film it in one take, they're going to do multiple runs of that one episode, but then...
They had multiple rehearsals, I think, and three takes.
No. So they did multiple shots of the one episode, and then they'd watch them all and pick the best one to then release as that episode. So not like looking... So basically for the first episode, they'd shoot, like, for example, 7 of the same episode.
Yeah.
But then they'd 7 of the same episode, but then they'd watch all 7 of them and pick the best one to put on.
That must be quite an exhausting process. Like,
well, it would have been for the producers and, like, the directors to go through rather than...
No, I mean, like, having it at the same nearly hour-long episode, like, 7 times.
I guess that would be better than to just do it in one take, and the first one you've done is the one that you put up, because if you're going to do it, like, 7 times, it's kind of similar to doing the same scene 7 times, except you're just doing the full thing 7 times. So you'll know your lines more by the 7th take.
Pretty much, yeah. You get it down.
Yeah. But I do think it's very good in the way that they'll kind of, like, change it to different characters within the same shot. But yeah, that's all I have to say on it for the minute, because I haven't watched it all yet.
Yeah, and if I said a bit more, it would just...
Ruin it
and
for
this
podcast would end abruptly.
Yeah, I'd be
because
dead.
Because I'd turn it off. Even though I don't know how to. So I'll be like, Arran, can you turn it off for me? I've had enough, I'm out. So that's Avatar and Korra. Oh, there is meant to be...
I love how that just went into different shows.
There is meant to be a new film coming out about Avatar, but based on the characters from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but in their older years.
I think it's called The Legend of Avatar. Oh, I can't remember, but yeah, there's a new animated Avatar film coming out for cinemas in
2026.
Early 2026, and they're saying it's going to be hand drawn with some CG elements, and I hope that means that it's, like, fully hand drawn, but, like, with CGI. You know, like how in the original show they'd have CGI tanks and stuff.
Yeah, and you could tell.
Yeah. Like, I'm hoping for something like that, because I really want more hand-drawn animated films in cinemas. Like, it's a shame that new Looney Tunes film, The Day the Earth Blew Up, hasn't been given a theatrical release in the UK, and I'm really gutted about that, because I want to, like, you know, help more 2D animated films get into cinemas and shit. But yeah. I'm excited for the new film. Like, they just announced a release date recently. I haven't really seen many people talk about it, though, but then again, there's not been any trailers or, as far as I'm aware, concept art or screenshots shown or anything. We just know the release date. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Cheese and rice. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Yes. That's that one.
At the moment, we're also watching I'm Showing Katie Smiling Friends, which is one of my favourite recent cartoons recently.
I'm on the fence.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like maybe because it's very short, and because I keep on thinking the guy that plays the yellow man sounds like the guy from Bob's Burgers, and I keep on thinking about him, and then it's getting me confused.
It's Zach Adel, Psychic Pebbles. He's one of the co-creators of the show. The other co-creator, Michael Cusack, he's the guy who voices Pim.
Not Mip, because he did.
What?
Mip was the other guy, the stalker.
Oh yeah, from the 6th episode.
Yeah. Pim and Mip and.
I just, when I watched it with you, it just clicked with me that Mip is just Pim's name, but in reverse. And
It's because we've got subtitles on.
Nah, I think, to be fair, it also clicked because I was listening to they probably did mention it there, to be fair, the name thing, but like, I was like listening to an audio commentary of the show. It was like featured on the DVD. I don't own the DVD. Someone uploaded the commentary onto YouTube, and they were saying that like Mip was basically just to kind of like be what Pim wanted to be, like this adventurous guy who does all these quests and stuff, and it shows his jealousy. Yeah,
because in the episode he was like dying because he literally wasn't getting any quests.
Yeah, it was basically turning into Gollum.
My precious! Oh my lord, oh my god. Yeah, so when he turned into Gollum and Mip, the brown-haired guy, no, Pim, he's the Hobbit.
Yeah.
He was being the Hobbit.
Yeah,
you can see the similarities in a Hobbit and him. That's because
the way he was animated was inspired by the Ralph Bakshi adaptation of the Lord of the Rings from the 1970s, but like a more cartoony version. Like they got like Harry Partridge to animate him, who's like this really talented animator who's got like a very Disney-esque style of motion. Yeah, like that's one of my favorite things about the show is the mixed media. Like they'll just have characters in, it's a 2D show, but then they'll have characters in like stop motion or 3D. Like, I love it when shows do like shit
different
like that.
art styles.
Like Gumball and Courage the Cowardly Dog would do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
お父さん、お母さん、お元気ですか？落ち込んだりもしたけれど、私は元気です。
In other news, like I just written a list of topics to talk about for the first episode. And we even created some new topics of our own. We weren't expecting to talk about H2O on this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. See, we're letting it flow like a waterfall.
One thing is that like there's been a lot of outcry because they've created a right. I haven't looked into this fully, to be fair, but so there's been like a new program that replicates the Studio Ghibli art in AI. And there's been like a lot of backlash, rightfully so, a lot of backlash for it being created because, well, just for the like how unethical using AI art is, like it's just, for how bad it is for the industry, but also like it just feels like, because like the beauty of animation, right, is that you're using your hands, you're using your mind to like create whatever your imagination says, and with AI you're just basically telling a fucking robot to do it, while also like burning trees and shit. Like it's just like, and on top of that, like it kind of goes against a lot of the symbolism in Miyazaki's work as well. Like, Spirited Away, like they had a scene where like a lot of trash just coming into the spirit world, and you have like the main girl's parents like turning into pigs. It was like meant to be a metaphor for like all the dumping in the lakes and like consumerism.
I thought it was meant to be for like gluttony, because
gluttony,
they like kind of ate all the food that they shouldn't have ate, and then that's why they turned into pigs, right?
Yeah.
Because
Miyazaki puts a lot of heart and
soul.
A lot of heart and soul into his films. Like I've just got like to be fair, like, because it's been getting a lot of attention with Miyazaki's art in particular, but like loads of art styles are being replicated in AI. It's like it's an industry-wide issue at the moment. Like just using source code from other people's art and then just companies reselling it for their products and stuff. It's really shit.
Again, to time with crocheting, I'm so sorry. So a lot of the times, I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook where there'll be AI generated pictures, and some old lady called Edith, bless her, don't know who she is, I'm just making her up, she'll post it going, does anyone know where I can get the pattern for this? No, because it doesn't exist, babes. It does not exist. A computer has made that. Artificial intelligence has made that. And now you're believing that you can buy that from somewhere, or people are getting scammed by it. They'll buy a pattern and it won't turn out anything like the picture because they're not looking at it and thinking that isn't made by hand. Why has it got 3 legs and 10 eyes?
You know, it is really scary how advanced AI is becoming, like, when it comes to art. Like, hell, it's even someone who, like me, who usually has an eye for, I can normally tell what art style and how it's been made, unless I don't know and then I just look it up. But, like, I've now started whenever I look something, even something that is authentically made by hand, I still second guess if it was made by AI or not. And, you know, I hate that I'm kind of living in that fear, like, because, you know, if it's cool art, I want to, like, you know, follow it. And,
but you don't want to support
AI. But
AI.
I don't want to support AI if it is made by AI. It's, like, really shit.
Weird, though, because one of my favourite films is AI, Artificial Intelligence, with Haley Joel Osment.
That wasn't made with AI, though.
He was artificially intelligent. He was a robot.
That's different. Like,
you know, it's just so weird because all the time when I first heard AI, I thought, ooh, everyone's talking about this film. No, they're not.
I think, well, to be fair, though, I mean, AI does have some decent uses. Like, I think, like, with research, like, I think using, like, the AI thing in Google does, like, make looking up stuff a bit easier. Then again, you still got to be careful with that because you don't know if the information's correct that they're displaying. But, like, I think it's generative AI because I think the term artificial intelligence is that computers have been using artificial intelligence since, well, the inception of computers. Like, you know, in video games, computer characters are normally known as AI way before, like, because it's artificial intelligence to sort of program, like, a computer player's movements and stuff when you're playing, like, a racing game or something. And also, like, you know, when you're, like, using keyframes in an animation software, it's technically using artificial intelligence to work out the placements of stuff with keyframes. Stuff like that, though, is... because it's different from generative AI because, you know, stuff like that, you're putting the keyframes in and it's generating the data for you, but it's, like, still within your own work and it's still you controlling and putting the artist's input into, like, how it's being made and stuff, compared to generative AI where it's just basically a fucking do me a drawing button, if that makes sense.
Where, like, and I think that's where a lot of people now, when they kind of want stuff created for themselves, they kind of see the price that people offer and then they're like, oh, well, I can do this for cheaper from AI. That
is why we're not getting work, baby.
What else were I gonna say? There was some when, like, you do now, like, CVs online or just anything online, like, even the emails that I send at work, I can, like, use AI to make my email sound better.
Oh, God.
Like, and, I mean, don't want them to sound better because I feel like I can write what I want to write, but...
it's less authentic as well.
Yeah, and the whole CV thing as well, why would you want to look through a CV that's just full of bumf, like just full of, like, jargon that the person who's
I'd look at a CV full of bums.
Bumf.
Oh, bumf.
Hired.
Yeah.
You're not very good at the job, but hired. So, like, the person that's done that CV probably doesn't understand half of the stuff that it says, because I know I wouldn't.
That's the thing, like, In fact, there's AI tools designed to write essays and stuff. Like,
Chat GPT.
I was working on a project and like to write prompts like for social media posts. They recommended using ChatGPT to generate them, and I'm just there like, no, I'm writing them myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may take longer, but at least I'm like using my brain for it. You know?
It's like removing that step that is making people use the brains. I think especially now, because when growing up for me, unlike you, I guess, it wasn't so much for school. You didn't have all this, but now it's harder for people to know what the students or whatever have actually written without putting it through another system to see what flags up as from GPT. Yeah, I say it.
GPT.
Yeah, I say it all wrong.
No, I wasn't taking the piss out of you. I was doing a pun. Like pee, piss. Psst.
Huh. So
sorry, that was
now,
bad.
Now it's like it's just 100 times harder for them to mark work or see what's authentic or what actually is in people's heads and like creative and shit like that, because there's so many different ways that you can.
It also encourages people to be more dumb and lazy.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, oh, sorry, I want this doing. I'll just whack it into a system where in like 15-20 minutes I can have like a picture back.
Yeah, I think like it needs to be more regulated, AI. Like, I think we just kind of need to like have more laws in like how the date on where the data is coming from. Like, at least if you're going to use AI from your own work as the data, not like other people's work. I mean, I still don't really advise you should use AI, generative AI at all though in that aspect, but yeah, we're anti-AI in this on this podcast, and yeah, fuck generative AI. Seriously.
All right, here we go.
Long time no see.
I know what we're gonna do today.
In other news, I've got the fact that they've just released a trailer for the Phineas and Ferb revival, but I actually haven't seen it yet.
I've not seen it either, so why have you put that down?
Just animation news, innit?
Just the topic.
You know what? Why don't we watch it now? Let's do a live reaction.
Can you not do it on this?
On the computer?
That?
No, I'll just do it on
Is
the
that
phone.
the computer?
Let's just do it on my phone. It's alright.
There's so many screens.
Yeah, like, well, I don't know if it'll interfere with the podcast recording if I play it. Probably not, but I'd rather just do it on this portable device.
Season 5?
Yeah, it's the 5th season.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's an advert. Wait, so it's going to be like 104 episodes? You can tell Candice's voice is aged. Oh, it looks like they're doing more rigged animation in this show. I wonder if it's the same girl doing Isabel's voice though, because she's Alison Stoner, who was in Cheaper by the Dozen and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
I could have a look.
Because I thought she just stopped doing it now.
I mean, the guy who voices Phineas... the guy who voices Phineas is like... He's been voicing him since he was a kid, before his voice broke, and he still kept on doing the voice. Well, let me see. What did you say her name was?
Isabel.
Phineas and Ferb, Season 5. Is there a Wikipedia page for that? Voice cast. Yeah, it's Alison Stoner still.
Oh yeah, that's good then, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems like most of the voice cast is returning.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, Sharpay from High School Musical is still Candice. Candice. They pronounce it as Candice in the show, though.
Yeah, it is Candice.
It's American. But yeah, I mean, just looks more like Phineas and Ferb. Although I can't tell what they're going for with the animation style, because like I can tell it's like rigged in some of the areas instead of like the frame by frame. Like I can tell like in some instances it's using rigged animation instead of the traditional animation style. But you know, it's like in the Invader Zim film where like some of it is traditionally animated, but then there's some parts that are rigged animation. I mean, like either way, like whichever style looks good. But just looks more like Phineas and Ferb, really. To be fair, I haven't properly watched the show in ages.
Yeah.
Maybe
Neither have I.
maybe that could be a show we could binge. Or maybe, because the thing with Phineas and Ferb is that it's pretty formulaic. I don't know how repetitive it would be when you binge watching it.
Yeah, maybe.
Then again, like I when I was binging through regular show, one of my favorite shows ever, I didn't binge it in one go. I like took breaks here and there because that show can get formulaic after a while. Although I do want to show you a regular show as well. There's like loads of shit I want to show you.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of stuff. I don't watch a lot of stuff.
You introduced me to some cool shows though. Like we were watching Special Victims Unit for a little while. I enjoyed that.
There's only 5 seasons on Netflix, and it's like just random seasons. Like they are continuous, yes. So like season 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or whatever like that, but it's not as if like from season 1. So a lot of you can kind of watch them. There's no running storyline as such, but they are bits from the detectives where it didn't really make sense because it would have been in prior seasons. But obviously you just pick that up as you go along when you aren't going to be able to watch all the other ones before and then all the ones after. Though I was kind of annoyed because Netflix do this thing where I only just find out that there's TV shows on there that I want to watch, like CSI, and then they bloody go and take it off. So they do not want Katie to watch it. It's like, I started watching CSI. I think they've already taken it back off Netflix now.
God.
But then again, it was still the same premise of it wasn't from season 1, it was from like season 8 or something onwards. Or something stupid like that. So I have watched them all before, so it's not much of an issue. But maybe I wanted to watch them again. Notes.
Oh, my notes.
And get ready.
It's the Leaning Tower of Cheesa.
For the goofiest adventure ever. Only in theaters. A Goofy movie. Rated G. Now playing.
In other news, I've been seeing a lot of fan art for the Goofy movie because it turned 30 recently.
Eye to eye.
Eye to eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, because I thought I put it in because you like the Goofy movie, don't you?
I do, yes.
Yeah, that's like one of the films I tend to watch when I'm like drunk.
We've never watched it, have we?
No, we haven't watched it together. I don't know, it's like a comfort film for me. Like, you know, it's just like really entertaining, it's got good songs, like, you know, it's just one of those things that you could just turn off, but it's also got like a nice message about like, you know, like that father and son bond, and especially when you become a teenager and stuff, yeah. But yeah, like, gosh. You feeling kind of goofy?
I can't really do any of that.
Go on, gaff.
What? Wait, do again.
Gosh.
Gosh.
That sounded more like Stitch.
Do some more. Maxie.
Hiya, Maxie.
Hiya, Maxie.
You know, I could do the Goofy scream, but I don't want to wake my neighbors up.
No, don't do that. How do you do the?
I just kind of like, like it's like a sort of combination between a cough and a low voice.
Oh,
like,
maybe I've got it. Okay, wait. Hop 2.
Don't reference a shit podcast on my podcast. Especially from someone who does a fucking, like, pump and dump. Not pump and dump.
Me?
No.
Oh.
The Hot Tail Girl.
You meant I did a pump and dump.
Is that what it's called? The crypto scam that she got involved in.
It's not pump and dump. It's like...
It's a something and dump.
episodes and just never talk to them again.
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna look this up.
I'll just be here for the entertainment.
Hot tour. Crypto.
Was old, wrinkly, and hands out granddad's underpants.
Oh, rug pull.
That's not the answer.
No, rug pull.
It's grandma.
No, rug pull is the name of the kind of scam she got accused of.
Not pump and dump. Come and run.
I mean, you might as well. But yeah, I love how, like, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about the Goofy movie other than that it's a comfort film for me, and it just turned into Goofy impressions and the hot tub girl.
Yeah, I can't do impressions of anything really.
You can do a good Toad impression from Mario Kart sometimes. Well, not Mario Kart, just Mario.
Depends. It's not because I it's not because I need to do it. No, stop.
I'm trying to tickle her armpits to see if she can do it.
No, I just randomly do it.
Hey, there we go.
Mario!
That sounded more like Marge Simpson and Toad. Homer! Homie! Marge.
But Dad, when can I be a real boy?
When you're older.
I was doing the Pinocchio bit.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own?
Oh.
I got the whole world to see.
Not me quoting something that totally is not that. You're looking at me like, yeah.
No,
Right.
like, do you know the fruity Pinocchio?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember what it said. But I literally just ended up being like, when can I be a real boy? And you were like, when you want to be.
I'm a real boy.
Mario.
Oh, wait, maybe you're trying to do an impression of Pinocchio from Shrek with the...
Maybe.
I'm a real boy!
Oh yeah, I think I might be. Do you know the Muffin Man?
That's Gingy.
The Muffin Man?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
The Muffin Man?
Yes, I know the Muffin Man! Oh god, we need to rewatch the Shrek films before Shrek 5 comes out.
Boom. Boom, boom. Hey now, you're an all-star.
Don't, we might get copyright strikes.
Is it because it sounded so much like the original?
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was elegant. It was very demure, very mindful. But yeah, like, Bow Wow Wow.
Doggyland. Bow Wow Wow.
Yeah, like, we found, like, Snoop Dogg's preschool cartoon on Instagram once, like, because they made, like, a happy Autism Awareness Day thing, post about it, and that's when we found out about... Yeah, because I recognise it, because I knew Snoop Dogg made, like, a preschool cartoon, and never seen any of it until we were scrolling through Instagram, and the theme, it's like a kid going, Doggy Land, and Snoop Dogg goes, Bow Wow Wow.
Doggyland, yeah!
Bow Wow Wow. I will say, though, now that I think about it, the characters from it kind of look like Toontown. Have you ever heard of the Disney MMORPG called Toontown?
No.
Like Toontown, just look it up. The characters kind of remind me of that. It was like an MMO that Disney made in the 2000s, and then they shut it down, and then dedicated fans brought the servers back unofficially.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Wait, I think I have noticed. I have seen this before.
But yeah, don't you think the characters kind of look like the Doggyland ones? Also, Doggyland is quite an inappropriate name for a preschool show. Bow wow wow. What is that image? Send that to me so I can put that on the podcast. Bow wow wow. He looks so happy though.
I mean,
can you show me a Doggyland
he-
image? And
he
it's
looks-
just got Snoop Dogg at the front.
He looks something beginning with H.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, they're called. Oh, Katie. Right. They're called.
Oh, the names.
Wags, Chow Wow, Bow Whistle,
Bow Whistle.
Yap Yap, that's my name.
Oh.
Barks-a-Lox. That's funny because he's got dreadlocks and he probably barks a lot. Yap Yap because Dogg's got Yap Yap. Bow Whistle, I assume that's Snoop Dogg.
Bow Wow Wow.
Chow Wow, Chow Wow Wow.
Chow Wow Wow.
She should be a chihuahua. That would have been so funny.
Is she meant to be a pug?
I think so. She's got some Zam eyelashes. Zangu, where'd you get those from?
Damn.
Zam.
I wonder if anyone's drawn Rule 34 of those characters.
Oh, Arran.
Hey guys, Future Arran here again. Just thought I'd jump in for a quick interlude just to say I really hope that you're enjoying the show so far, and if you like what you're watching and listening so far, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. It really would help us a lot in getting this show more traction if, as YouTube's algorithm, it basically uses likes and comments to determine how a video gets spread, so, that would be very much appreciated if you want. But yeah, anyway, I also wanted to do a quick interlude just to say that, so as we turn the mic back to past Arran and Katie, we are going to be answering questions that some people have kindly asked us during some posts that I made before the podcast came out. So if you have any questions for us to answer in the next episode, please, if you're on YouTube, please comment down below. If you're on Spotify, you could probably go over to YouTube to do it, but I also have me and Katie also have Instagram. Mine's at Third Eye _animation, and Katie's is crocheted by Katie with a K instead of a C in beginning of crocheted. Anyway, that's it from Future Arran, and I will pass the mic over back to past Arran and Katie, and enjoy the rest of the show. Right, so that's enough of me and Katie yapping about relevant topics, either relevant in the news or relevant to us. But so now we are going to be answering a bunch of questions.
Ooh. Question 1.
Anyway, right, question 1. So,
I just said question 1.
Right, sorry about that. I was not expecting that transition. I'm gonna have a Pringle. Right, so the first question is from Molly, my friend Molly from uni. Question: have me and Katie ever thought about collaborating on a project?
No. Jokes. Yeah.
You knob.
Yeah, this is a collaboration.
Yeah, you're listening to the collab right now.
And then
wow.
we did a fair together. Wow.
Yeah, we
we combined.
Last month we ran a stall.
We combined it together, so it became Third Eye illustration and crocheting or something. I think that was what it was called.
Spin-off brand. Trademark.
Spin-off. And it went really well.
Yeah, we sold quite a bit. Mostly from my dad, but yeah.
But then, there's in the future we're probably going to try and find ones more local or more fitting towards, like, the kind of demographic or the nicheness that we're looking for, if that makes sense. Cause,
yeah, I'm selling keychains and prints. You're selling the stuff you've crocheted.
Yeah, but it's good because with crochet, like, I can kind of just get loads done, and then if I don't sell anything or not as much, it's fine because for next time I've got loads.
I guess. Yeah, absolutely. Like, because that's the thing. Like, you can just keep on crocheting like more products and stuff. Yeah. In fact, I kind of thought about in terms of collabs, like. Katie's starting a new YouTube channel, and I'm gonna draw all the assets and the logo. I already drew a profile picture for her.
Oh yes.
And I was wondering, you could crochet me some merch based on my characters at some point, my cactopus.
I was gonna try and do a cactopus, for Christmas, and I got really... I didn't know where to start because it's not like an everyday thing, is it? So it was kind of combining two animals together and then stuffing it and finding the right colour, and it was very difficult, so I just didn't. But I feel like I now know more tips and tricks and stuff to be able to do it. Because I think it's just a cat head and some tentacles, really, isn't it? So I can probably do that, but it's just finding... Because with the cats as well, it's really hard to try and do it without having to put them in the front room and, like, just close the bedroom door, which is fair enough because they can still get everything they need, like food, water and toilet and stuff. They don't go to the toilet, they use cat litter, but they've got it there. But then they just do the meow and start scratching at the door, so then I get upset and I'm like, oh, they're going to have to come in, aren't they? But then when they do come in and I'm crocheting, they end up, like, either trying to claw me or claw the stuff or chew me hooks or whatever. So I think it's just trying to find the time where I can do it.
See, Katie's products are so cool that even the cats love it.
Yeah. Cat approved.
Bow wow wow.
Bow wow wow.
Meow meow
Meow
meow.
meow meow.
Although I guess that does kind of tie into the question 6198's question. Like, when are we getting Psychic Maria merch? Well, just for a little bit update on Psychic Maria in general, I still don't know what I'm doing with the show. I kind of want to, like, start again from scratch, to be honest. Like, because I just keep... The more I, like, sort of... I just haven't really had a lot of time to work on it due to, well, just...
Everything.
You're trying to earn to make a living and, like, other animation work, a lack of animation work, like, so I have to do other jobs. But it is still a project I'm passionate about. It's just that, you know, the older I get, the more I think about it, the more my vision for the show changes. So I'm just waiting until something... But I kind of want to, like, delve into a sort of more... like grind fiction style for the show. Like I don't want to like give away anything yet. I might do a separate video talking about that at some point, but I would like I will say sorry for people who are waiting for a finished pilot. I just want to make sure it's as good as possible and make sure that I'm achieving what I want to achieve with the show. Like, but in terms of merch, I am planning on doing an online store at some point. To be honest, I need to finish my website first, which me and you were thinking of just fusing the website together. But yeah, like I'm really excited to make some merch. I want to make some Maria plushies, but like that's why I'm not giving a definitive answer on merch yet, because I can like do merch of the existing illustrations. In fact, I had some Psychic Maria prints on sale during our stall.
And Sam prints.
And Sam prints too. But it's mainly because I want to flesh out the universe of my show more. So if I do want merch, there's more merch potential with the more stuff I create for it, if that makes sense. But we'll just see how it goes in the future. I just want to like, just see where life goes really. But yeah, Psychic Maria merch maybe coming, maybe not. But we'll just wait and see what happens. But I would love to make a Maria plush at some point, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, like alright, other questions though. From someone who has been like supporting me since my Maria film got big, Ikari Zade. What are our thoughts on Sia's autism film?
We've never watched it. I'm so sorry. I've seen bits about it online, and I understand like the premise of it, and that she got she had someone portray an autistic girl who wasn't autistic, but that's about it. I don't really know much else.
I just know that it was very controversial and offensive, but I haven't really looked into. I don't know. It just never really interested me. Like I heard about it from what friends have told me, so I just thought, what's the point of watching this if, like, you know, it's...
problematic.
Yeah, problematic. And Sia doesn't really come off as the type to give a genuine, like, film about autism.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I feel like a lot of the times as well, they get people to portray certain characters or certain people that they aren't, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, didn't they get a non-autistic person to play the autistic character? Yeah,
that's what I said. So they got it was the girl that was on Dance Mums, like Maddie something, and she basically danced in most of Sia's music videos. You know, the one where it's like she's in the cage and it's got Shia LaBeouf in it, and they're like dancing around and getting dirty and stuff and throwing each other about.
I have not seen that music video.
Have you not? Well, they're just dancing, but she's
like the game Just Dance, you know, the Ubisoft game.
Yeah. Anyway, so
wow.
They kind of they got her to be in it, but then it just I'm not comparing it because, well, I kind of am, but it's like Glee where they had the guy that played Artie, who was a wheelchair user in the show. There was an able-bodied walking person. I don't know the way that I'm saying that. Someone that could walk portrayed him, and it's like you're taking away like work from somebody that is that disability or that sort of. Is that the right word? Yeah.
Disability, yeah.
Yeah, that disability. You're taking work away from them to give it to somebody that's able-bodied or not autistic or stuff like that, just to make it fit the role rather than the role fit them.
It reminds me of how with the Snow White remake they didn't hire actual dwarfs to play the dwarfs, even though, like, you know, it's still an actual group of people that are underrepresented in media, aside from being a punchline, and like instead they just decided to make CGI like dwarf creatures instead and refer to them as mythical creatures, which is well, I'm not a dwarf, I can't really say, but that comes off as more offensive. To be fair, I haven't actually seen the Snow White remake yet. Don't have no intention to, just doesn't really interest me, but I can't, you know, it's like all the drama surrounding it has just been like taking over my social media and YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just sick of Disney making these live action remakes, to be fair. Like, I didn't like them when they started doing them, and I don't like them now. But yeah. But yeah, like, haven't seen Sia's autism film, but yeah, have no intention to be fair. But yeah. Anyway, we have got our final 3 questions. They're all from Leroy Preston 2973. His first question is well aimed at me. What were the influences on my Psychic Maria pilot? Well, I think like so when I made the Maria short film, it was like highlighting the topic of sensory overload and female autistic masking when you're a teenager, because obviously, like, it's known that women get diagnosed much later than men due to social masking, and it's a problem. So I wanted to like have a female character to sort of show, who's a teenager, to sort of show that, you know, like girls can be autistic too, kind of a thing. But so it was like just to showcase that. But for Psychic Maria, I was like mainly inspired by the Mother games, Earthbound, like with the integration of psychic powers and the sort of zany surrealness combined with like dark themes in it. But there's like various loads of other inspirations, like Scott Pilgrim kind of low-key inspired the art style. I was kind of inspired by like stuff like early to late Cartoon Network stuff, like a Regular Show and Steven Universe, as well as classic ones like Powerpuff Girls and stuff, like, you know, just kind of stuff, sort of stuff I grew up on. But I want to like sort of like change the direction of Psychic Maria, so I don't know what influences are going to come with that, but yeah. What sort of what sort of vibes do you get like from watching Psychic Maria, like the pilot, like the current draft of the pilot and the short film? Like what sort of comparisons do you see, Katie? No, just think about other shows and films that makes that that might remind you of, if any do.
It's one of a kind.
That's a lame answer.
I don't know. You put me on spot. It weren't my question, love. It was yours.
Sorry, I just want to see if I can like engage you in the question.
Leroy asked you, not me.
Well, he didn't like aim it at me, but like.
Well, it is because I didn't do pilot. I can barely draw.
I think you can answer the next two though. What animals are you interested
Cats.
in? Yeah.
Turtles.
Dogs. Yeah, we've got 2 cats at home, Sugar and Spice. There are a couple of short hairs who are nearly turning 9 months old now.
There are a couple of silly, goofy gals.
Yeah, but we love them. We love them to pieces.
Silly, goofy gals who love silly, goofy gal stuff.
I gotta say though, there's this one. What was it? There's this one bird that freaks you out.
Oh yes. Oh, I can't remember it. But no, it's like the billed bird or some. Oh, it's so evil looking. Like it is literally. Like what?
The Shoebill.
No.
Oh my god, look at this! It looks like it's standing.
Ah!
Like a human.
No, because that's the thing. Why are they so tall? Do it against. Put that and then say versus human.
It's like it's just looking.
No, Arran, ducks. No, ducks. They're so scary. Why are they like that? Why? No, they don't need to be like that. That is not hormone. That's not normal. See?
Look at its mouth.
No, because what if that ate you? No, because the one that I get scared at. No, don't do that. Is like.
When they look down.
Yeah, like these ones. I don't think that's real though.
Maybe it's fake, to be fair, but
like that, like
he's a fascinating creature.
No, it isn't.
It is.
It isn't. Like you're telling me if that came to you, you're gonna want to live life. You're gonna turn around and be like, oh, sorry. If that was across the street from me, I'm turning back. I'm running, and I don't run Arran because what the hell? That isn't.
Look
like,
at this move.
No, but look at this one. Huh?
That's kind of cute.
That is not cute. That isn't cute. Put the one where it's bloody stood up. You can put that in it and all because that ain't cute. Go up. It's
this one's kind of cute.
That's 0.5. Everything in 0.5 is funny. Yeah, that one. Put that one in it.
I've already saved it.
If you dare send me them at any point, I'm changing locks.
Oh, look at the mouth.
No. Why are they so evil? Why do they look like that?
Wonder what the Wikipedia says.
Horrible creatures. Why do they exist? What do they eat? Humans? No.
So the shoebill, the
whale-headed stork
is a large, long-legged wading bird. It derives its name from its enormous shoe-shaped bill. Mm-hmm. It has a somewhat stork-like overall form and has previously been classified with the storks in the order... I'm not pronouncing that, based on this morphology. However, genetic evidence places it with pelicans and herons, in the pelicaniforms. The adult is mainly grey, while the juveniles are more brown. It lives in tropical East Africa in large swamps from... Right, I want to see relationship to humans. The species is considered to be one of the 5 most desirable birds in Africa by bird watchers. They are docile with humans and show no threatening behaviour. See?
False.
That researchers were able to observe a bird on its nest at a close distance within 2 meters. Shoebills are often kept in zoos, but breeding is rarely reported. Shoebills are bred successfully at Paradisa in Belgium and at Tampa's Lowry Park Zoo in Florida.
Mm-hmm. You don't need to read anything else, but they...
Oh, they were the inspiration for the Lothwing birds in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. That makes sense now after looking at it. But,
No.
distribution and you were wondering what they eat.
Humans.
Although their
Nice.
distribution largely seems to correspond with the distribution of papyrus in general, the species seems to avoid pure papyrus swamps and is often attracted to areas with mixed vegetation.
Oh,
More rarely,
they're
the species
vegetarians.
seems like it. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think
Herbivores. No, they eat plants.
They are. Yeah, sounds like they're vegetarians.
A vegetarian.
Anyway, I love that the distribution seems to that of papyrus and
Papayas.
and lungfish. Oh, so they eat fish.
Ah, pescatarian.
Yeah, I think. No, it's just saying like where they're located. I can't find anything about what they eat specifically.
Oh, it doesn't matter then. It doesn't matter.
I love how this question just turned into us having a learning session about shoebills.
It asked what animals. Sorry, Leroy asked what animals are you interested in? Not ones that are going to keep me up at night, screaming in terror.
They're interesting.
They're bloody. Wah! Me foot.
To be fair, I have the same thing with like weird fish, like deep sea fish. So like
goldfish.
No, like anglerfish and dragonfish and shit like that.
Clownfish.
But in terms of other animals, I like you know, I want to say dogs, but that's boring. Like I do like axolotls, and I also like
Do you like them a lottle?
I do like them a lottle, yeah. I like bears. Bears are cute, even though I know they're dangerous. And I like sharks as well. Sharks are cute, and seals. Like I know sharks are they're kind of cute, like because they're not scary like deep sea fish. They kind of have a pudginess to them. Do sharks like it's like they're like Bowser. Like Bowser's meant to be this big scary monster, but he's like quite pudgy as well. What other animals are you interested in other than turtles and cats? And dogs? You like dogs?
Yeah. There's this creature. I don't think not many people know this creature. Some people know this creature. Some people know this creature and see it face to face, and some people don't. It's the Arran bull. Yes.
It's me. I'm the Arran bull.
It's me. It's Arran bull.
I feed on cheesy garlic bread.
I'm Peppy.
What kind of species am I? Am I an amphibian? Am I a mammal? Am I a bird? A fish? What am I?
A rat. No, a reptile.
Oh, don't get Kate started on rats. Rats.
Next
We're rats.
question.
We're the rats. We pray at night. We stalk at night. We're the rats. I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into.
I'm so glad they can't smell your breath because it smells proper cheese and onion from your Pringles.
It's sour cream and onion.
Sorry, it smells proper sour creamy. Onion.
What movies do you enjoy watching? We seem to mainly watch TV shows.
My favourite film, actually, my favourite film to make me cry is 17 again.
Oh yeah.
If I want to cry, I'll watch that.
That's Tom Scar's favourite film.
And then I also like Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
I also like Angus Fons and Perfect Snogging.
Oh, I actually watched that for the first time with Katie. It's actually quite an underrated gem.
Yeah. And then I like... I like The Swan Princess.
What was that film you showed me about the girl with the pig nose?
Oh, Penelope.
Do you like that one?
Yeah. I feel like I like films that are kind of old. Not old as in like black and white. And
Like 2000s.
yeah, like that sort of era, I guess. Wild Child's good too.
You need to show me some of these films. I don't think
Nancy
I've seen a lot of these.
Well, yeah.
Well, I like a lot of comedies. Well, not really comedies. Like because it's mainly animated films, but I don't consider animation a genre. Like, it's just an art form to create like something in any genre. Like, but some of my favorites are the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, one of the best like TV show adaptations ever. Like, because it's like the perfect example on how to bring a cartoon to the big screen. You know, it takes the same tone and vibe of the show, but it ups the stakes. Like, you know, SpongeBob is never really seen leaving Bikini Bottom, so for the theatrical release, he goes on this big challenge where he leaves Bikini Bottom to, you know, save Mr. Krabs and save his town, and it just feels more cinematic. You know, it makes it feel like it's worth going to the cinema to watch the film, and it doesn't feel like a normal episode of the show. I also love Hot Fuzz and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, like anything by Edgar Wright. Like, he is like one of the main inspirations for my editing style in a lot of my projects. Fantastic Mr. Fox is also another one of my favorites. Ratatouille is probably my favorite Disney film. Aladdin and Moana are up there as well. Iron Giant is also a banger. Have you ever seen the Iron Giant? Oh god, we need to watch the Iron Giant. It's so good. It's like a animated film by Warner Brothers, but it was directed by Brad Bird. He did Incredibles and Ratatouille.
I like robots too.
I've never actually seen Robots fully.
I like Shark Tale too.
I've seen Shark Tale.
Yeah. Working at the car wash. Oh, Enchanted. I like that film too.
I remember seeing Enchanted in cinemas with my mum.
How does he know?
I haven't seen it since though.
How do you show her you love her? It's got Grey's Anatomy, Dr. Dreamy in it.
I've never seen Grey's Anatomy. My mum binged that show though.
He plays the main character in Enchanted. And also he's McDreamy. You must have known McDreamy.
He sounds like a cat treat.
Patrick Dempsey.
No, he sounds like a cat treat.
Speaking of cats, they're meowing. Let them in.
It's because they want to do their segment next, so with that being said, I think it might be time to wrap up the first episode of our podcast. What do you think, Katie?
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully we haven't been too annoying, but we'll see how well this does, and we'll see if we can make some more. But I had a lot of fun making this, so
Me too.
hell yeah. But yeah, next time, if you have any more questions for us to answer, or if you want us to talk about any particular topics, let us know in the comments down below. And so this has been the Third Eye Yapcast. I'm Arran Bull. Who the hell are you?
I'm Katie Ogden. Who the hell are you?
Are you talking to me or the audience?
Yeah.
Right then. Right, so it's time for Sugar and Spice to have their turn on the podcast, so we will see you on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye, wow, wow, bye. Take care. I'll remember you all in therapy. Hey guys, welcome to the Sugar and Spice Show. I'm Sugar.
I'm Spice.
And today we are going to be talking about cat milk.
We love cat milk.
Yes, we do. But the thing is though, our mummy and daddy are too poor to get it consistently. We don't even get it every night. You cruel bastards.
They won't let us drink the normal milk because it got lactose in it. But I think that's really funny because I've got toes.
Yeah, we've even got beans underneath. I don't think we can have beans.
Baked beans. Yummy.
I've never tried them, but yummy.
We're not allowed garlic either, but...
Or onion.
Or onion. We can have sweet potato. And Mum gave us some cheese. It was... We can't remember the name, but it was a cheese. And it was so... good.
It was yummy. Bye!
Spicy sound like that there. Oh, Sugar.